that he cannot reach to you. His eyes are never blind, he cannot see your tears. His ears are not deaf, that he cannot hear you cry. Your tomorrow must be greater than today. Your tomorrow must be greater than today.
No matter what I face, no matter what I see,
no matter what comes
no
my
matter
way,
what comes my way,
hey,
no matter how I cry,
one thing I know,
that's definitely my
my
heart.
tomorrow. Nothing can move me. So one thing I know. Thank you, Jesus. My tomorrow
must be greater than
Send my tomorrow.
tomorrow must be greater than today.
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna sing in my tomorrow.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm gonna dance in my tomorrow.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm
Hallelujah.
gonna testify in my tomorrow.
One thing I
One
know.
thing I know,
There's assurance in my heart. No matter what, my tomorrow must be greater than today. Send my tomorrow.
tomorrow must be greater than today.
Sing hallelujah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
sing in my tomorrow.
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna dance in my tomorrow.
This is my song. This is my story.
I'm gonna testify in my tomorrow.
One thing I know. One thing I know. My God, my tomorrow.
Must be greater than today.
My tomorrow.
Tomorrow must be greater than today.
Mama, don't cry.
I'm gonna sing in your tomorrow.
Papa, my brother, sister, don't
We
cry.
gonna dance in your tomorrow.
Wipe away your tears, my
We
brother.
gonna testify
Yeah.
in your tomorrow.
For one thing I know. For one thing I know.
In my
My
heart,
tomorrow.
my tomorrow must be greater than today.
I just know one thing that is.
Tomorrow must be greater than today.
We don't cry anymore.
Gonna
Yeah.
sing in your tomorrow.
We've been in just for the night, joy comes in the
You gonna dance in
morning.
your tomorrow.
Don't cry
You
anymore.
gonna
Yeah.
testify in your tomorrow.
Say one thing I know. One thing I know. Yeah.
In my heart,
Hey, my tomorrow greater. Oh, my tomorrow.
must be greater than today.
No matter.
What I face,
No matter what comes my way,
comes my way.
no matter
How I cry,
one thing I know,
one thing I know,
yeah,
it's definitely in my heart.
my tomorrow,
Tomorrow must be greater than today.
send my tomorrow.
Tomorrow must be greater than today.
Let me hear you say,
And yes, my tomorrow must be greater than today.
no matter,
No matter what we're going through, or no matter what you are going through, your tomorrow must surely be greater than today.
one thing I know.
Hello and very good morning to you wherever you are watching us from. My name is Clinton Manuela Ampo, and I humbly welcome you to the Axe Radio Morning Show on Axe Radio and Television. We are transmitting via Facebook and YouTube from whole Volta region. Today is Tuesday, 1st August 2023. And I wish you all the very best of the new month. Yes, this month I wish that God will give us a very, very good experience, better than what we experienced last month. Yes, it's just around 7:11 in the studios. And before then, let us take I want us to take a scripture verse. Scripture verse from Psalm 3 verse 3. Psalm 3 verse 3 says, "But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head."
I can see the God of God. No matter what kind.
Yes, God is a shield for me and He's a shield for you. He is our glory and the one that lifts us our head. And so this morning, Tuesday, I wish you the very, very, very best of the year, of the day, and of the new month. Whatever you do, I pray that it will succeed. Whatever business you are doing, I pray that it will flourish. Whatever you find yourself doing, be the best. So that when people, the best, are being called, you'll be called also. And today's motivation says that what you do today can improve all your tomorrow. All what you do today can improve all your tomorrows. And this is by Ralph Marston. What he's trying to say is that any decision that you take, if it is good, tomorrow it will be good for you. And if you take any bad decision today, in the near future or the tomorrow, it will affect you. So we should try as much as possible to take good decisions in our life. And so let's take very, very good decisions. This is the Ask Morning Show on Axe Radio and Television. Well, we are going to be with you from now till about 10 o'clock when the mid-morning host will come through with the mid-morning show. Then when it is 12:30, I'll come your way again with the Halal Hour, which is our worship program, which is a 2-hour worship program. Then Toby Christo will come your way with the drive, where he's going to drive you all the way through. Yes, Keep Fit mineral water. Wow. It says fit for life. Fit for life. Fit for life. Yes, indeed. This is our sponsor. If you really want to be fit for the day, if you want to start your day on a very, very good note, then start your day with Keep Fit mineral water. You will be fit for life. You know, anytime we come here and we are on the show talking, going about, all the gymnastics, it is because Keep Fit has got us covered. And I want you also to be part of this, to also enjoy the Keep Fit and be fit for life. So that when we are going, you also go with us. Yes, and so they are around Kokompe, and so you could just go there and then purchase as much as you want and take them to your shop and go and sell, and you make good money because people would love the water. People are really, really speaking very good about it. So try as much as possible and also enjoy this water. Yes, my friend, be assured that good times will surely come. So be assured, whatever you're going through, be assured that tomorrow will be better. Be assured that the bad experiences that you're having today, tomorrow will be better, and you will go through, and you'll be happy, and then whatever has happened in the past will be a testimony that you will give unto others when they are also going through some of these challenges that you are facing today. Victory will surely be yours. As a victory will surely be yours at the end of the day. There is saying that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. As you go through the darkness, okay, as you walk through the tunnel without light, okay, you are not even sure when you get to the end of the tunnel. But as you get there, you realize there's a light, and that tells you that yes, indeed, you are the end of the tunnel. And that means that you have gone through all the challenges and you've become a victor. And yes, yesterday the finance minister was at Parliament for the mid-year budget review. We will look at that and all the things happening in and around the country and across the world. So we'll be looking at all these things. So keep faith with us. Help us by sharing our link. Invite somebody to follow us. Let's see let's see your comments and your reactions, because these are the things that are keeping us going, knowing very well that we are partners in this business. And today we'll be having Mr. Matthew Amuzo, who is the regional director of YMCA in the studios. We're going to talk about mentorship as far as youth development is concerned. He will be in the studios any moment from now, and we're going to look at that. And then our politicians will pass through, where we are going to, go through some of the pertinent issues that had happened yesterday and then this morning. So you know them when they come, you know how they do it. And so let's keep hoping that when they come, we'll be able to have a very, very wonderful day. And then currently, we are going to take the newspaper headlines so that we know what is happening or what the papers are saying. Yes, this song is from Israel Mawita. He names it Doji. And this is Axe Radio and Television, where we always say we are ready for action. We are ready for action. We are. So if you are ready for action, let's go. Welcome again, once again. Let's look at the papers as it is. The newspaper headlines. Tuesday, August 1, 2023. The Daily Graphic. The Daily Graphic says Ghana elected to World Tourism Organization Council, Executive Council. Ghana elected to World Tourism Organization Executive Council. Mid-year budget review. Economy shows signs of recovery. That is by the finance minister. New GDP target signals decline. Minority. $300 million dispute. Court places injunction on mining firm. Tertiary institutes visit NCA. The Ghanaian Times. Minority dismisses finance minister's economic recovery claim. Ghana elected to World Trade Organization Executive Council. Russia, Africa resolved to develop mutual partnership. At mid-year, government budget presentation. Government targets new growth strategy to return economy to debt sustainability by 2028. Create industrial parks, economic zones for sustainable growth. The new crusading guide. NAPO receives Doctor of Educational Leadership honors from UCC. 2023 budget review. Oforiatta announces vigorous policies. MPP members ambush Pius Hajide. So they present nomination forms to him to contest a Sujaman seat. Then Ochihini's Akwansrahini accused of grabbing and destroying farmlands in Ayensuano. UK Ghana gold mining program launched to sanitize small scale mining sector. Abaku Mahini clan to install new Akwetiahini promises to bring unprecedented development to Akwetia. Don't engage in examination malpractices. Offenso North MPP PC to students. The Daily Dispatch. Natoshi is not liaising with my ministry over common fund. Dambotri. Nooks comments NNS boss for sterling leadership. Rollins on Ghana and the IMF. We were caught in between East and West. I trust Bawumia's competence. Ofori-Atta answers to President. Former PNC guru. Dr. Opoku Prempe honored with honorary degree by UCC. The Chronicle. Fans pick forms for Pius Hajide to contest a Sujaman primary. Ghana UK launched new program to fight Galamsey. KEEA NPP needs a unifier to beat NDC. Kofi Dane to Ofori-Atta says economy responding to treatment but minority thinks otherwise. The Finder. Ghana joins Executive Council of UN World Tourism Organization. 2023 GDP growth revised to 1.5%. Headline inflation peaked at 31.3%. Venture Capital Trust Fund blows 1.7 million Ghana cedis on CEO's residence, but it is not occupied in 4 years. Government focused on environment that encourages investment, fosters entrepreneurship. That is, and then UK government supports Ghana with 3.9 pounds to sanitize small-scale mining sector. The Anchor. NPP issues one man, one vote directive, bans ministers, CEOs, other appointees from serving as polling agents. Add fiber to treatment to that means people are asking that fiber treatment should be added to the National Health Insurance Scheme, so that when you have fiber, you could have it treated for you free. Government to sanitize small-scale mining sector as UK Ghana gold mining program is launched. Phase 2 of planting for food and jobs is coming. Finance Minister reveals. The Business Analyst. Bank of Ghana holdings of domestic debt up to 21.8%. We've made significant progress. Finance Minister has said. You've rather deepened our woes. That is minority leader to government. We won't supplement budget. Ofori-Atta. The Graphic Business. Restructuring of 13 billion US dollars Eurobonds. Government to conclude deal by year end. World Economic Outlook update. Post DDEP. How do banks intend to build back, embracing the wild. The overseer, fallout from Cecilia Dapa's scandal, fear and panic hit government appointees. So for Akwaku's father laid to rest, government has deepened the woes of Ghanaian to forcing minority leader. The Metro lends Samira empowerment and humanitarian projects to host African Women and Children's Conference on climate action. Do African leaders understand the peace language? Ani Ifwa Ampofo wonders. We've turned no canna. You rather deepen our woes to forcing to Ofori Ata. Daybreak now Toshi boots out Dambotri as he tenders resignation letter. Mahama has exhausted second term. Ken Karanchi argues to Supreme Court. I'm very fit. Hunter West MP dispels resignation rumors. We've stabilized exchange rate inflation. That is by the finance minister. Yes, these are the few stories that make the headlines today. And so that is that. I'm also wishing the very, very, very best of the week. We just started a new month. It's today. And so whatever you find yourself doing, I pray that it will be a blessing to you. And hey, there are times that you feel that whatever business you are doing might not be going very, very well. But Charlie, never somebody thought you realize that you are doing better than a person. I'm telling you, you go to the market, you are selling tomatoes, somebody is also selling fish, and then over the fish, or they've come to buy tomatoes for you about let's say 20 cedis. Then the fish seller is there, you realize nobody's coming. Then you see that somebody has come for the fish from her, so you think that maybe they came and bought for her. For all you know, somebody came to credit, and so in reality you made more money than the person. I'm telling you, whatever you find doing, do it and do it well, because God will surely put and make it work for you. Don't be discouraged in life. Just go about your duties happily. Just go about your duties. Don't stress yourself over anything. Okay? Don't stress yourself. Don't stress yourself at all. And when you do that, you realize that you always have a positive spirit. Always think good things about yourself. Say good things about yourself. Do things. When people are saying bad things concerning your life, let it not bother you so much. Say good things to yourself. Say that I am a winner. I am a winner. I mean, the lines are falling down for me in pleasant places. I have a goodly heritage. As I walk about in the day, everything I do is to my advantage. Start speaking. As you do that, you'll be surprised the number of people that would take what you do. Number of people that would really, really understand you. So hey, don't give up. Don't let anything bother you. Don't let it bother you. Be strong. Be strong, and know that yes, whatever you find doing, whatever your hands find to do, do it and do it well. Do it and do it well. And then at the end of the day, you know that you are not just you're not just doing some trial and error, because you know what you're about, and God will come through for you. I wanted to take this song from Diana Hamilton, where she says, "Money, you're well done."
Seda, I refrain when nipa home, and so damn in Payane said, Miremfi Papa, why am here? Essiane Kajania Sedo, I refrain when nipa home, I dear Bakona Miss Rene said, Miremfi Papa, why am here? That's a me boom, Koshamechi, baby, I'm a friend, baby, I'm a or therefore. Why now better me on your way? I said, Miss Susu, Sissy, stand back and take account. Or therefore, wait there, it had to be you. That's right. I said, me boom, pom, mechi. Baby, I'm a friend, baby, I'm a bee. Or therefore, why now better me on your way? I said, Miss Susu, Sissy, stand back and take account. Or therefore, wait there, it had to be you. Empty money, money, I don't throw a salute, yeah, money, 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 I jump into chamo, money, hey, money, money, I don't throw a salute, yeah, money, 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 I jump into chamo, money, Nipa, yeah, me touching you held me close, so closer than a brother, so closer than a brother. Truth is, I gave up on myself, 'cause my back was against the wall.
And the last one, kitchen scandal. Gabi neck deep in 187 million Ghana cedis deal. That is by Ablakwa. He drops another explosive details. The Chief Justice said that recently, some few months ago, there was a lady called Amma Governor that was refused to be called to the bar, and the Chief Justice is justifying why Amma Governor shouldn't be called to the bar. Baumia shakes Kennedy's backyard as delegates defy order from Chairman Cecilia Dapa's saga. Police should have consulted us first. So the deputy AG is saying that why is it that the police didn't consult them before rushing into, well, I have more experience than all 9 other candidates. So Baumia is trying to, woo voters. They're saying that, hey, he's the best experienced candidate, so they should give him his vote. And then during the weekend, we were told that the Joabuso MP, Minta Akando, was involved in a very serious accident, but we are told that he's in a stable condition. We thank God for that. 2020 election outcome was a yellow card for NPP. Kwabena Ajepon wants. You will suffer if NPP loses 2024 elections. That is the National Youth Party. Maslock trial. Some years ago, for some time now, Maslock took one of their former bosses, Sedina Tamaklo, and Daniel Axim to court, and they are saying that they should respond to 78 charges. Currently, Sedina is not in the country. She's not in the country. So that is that. It is well. So we wait for them to. And in sports, Ghanaians having lost interest in the Ghanaian League, in the Ghanaian Premier League. Sports Minister Chris Houghton and daughter showcase rich Ghanaian culture at 2023 Luz Afrique Polo Day. Why I shouted at Harry Miguel. So that is that. The day Azuma Nelson silenced a Togolese boxer who was terrorizing Ghanaians. Women's World Cup. Nigeria becomes first African country to qualify out of group stages. Rubbish Kaneshi complex cannot be named after Azuma Nelson. Carl Tufo. From being beaten mercilessly at age 7 to dominating the world. The story of Azuma Nelson. Hearts of Oak travel up north to battle Real Tamale United in the league opener. Napoli paid tribute to Christian Achu during pre-season friendly against his former team, where he was the last team he played for before the sad incident happened. Salaries and wages increased even though 2023 budget said otherwise. Government to redevelop Ebri Gardens, Asantewa Mausoleum, others to boost economy. These were some of the things that came out of the mid-year review budget yesterday in Parliament. The major roads project government is about completing: 126 factories operational under 1D1F, 160,000 jobs created. That is the finance minister. Government must cut expenditure to save Bank of Ghana's bankruptcy. I'm sure you saw. I mean, the huge money that the Bank of Ghana is surprising. The banks were not owing this way before they tried to collapse them, and I'm surprised the regulator itself is owing this much. And so, if your regulator or your supervisor is owing more than you, so then how can the supervisor now close those that is supervising that are owing lesser amount? It's strange. Why, so the debts that the Bank of Ghana said it's ridiculous. I won't lie to you. Planting for food and jobs has increased employment and food security in Ghana. Ofori Acha. We are told that fuel prices to rise up in first window of August, and so we've just entered August today, and so anything can happen. The fuels are going to go high. Entertainment news: we say Mami Sewa, the lady who used to be part of the Kumewood act, she acts for in most of these Kumewood movies. I don't know whether you know her, Mami Sewa. She flaunts her curvy body in intense workout video. Sarkodie, Black Sheriff, other Ghanaian musicians deserve diplomatic passports. Annie, Sophie, Ave. I chase Ike out of my house because he doesn't flush the toilet after he uses it. Mercy Ike. Failed artist reactions as concert goer rate Whiskey's Tottenham performance below par. You have no idea how pompous, arrogant Lil Wayne is. Oh boy, Siki. Do you know how much I put into my craft? Empress gifted to Miss G. Thank God I thought I was pregnant. Tennis speaks on health issues. Nasi discloses financial struggles led to his departure from No Tribe Group. KK Fosu congratulates Samini Kokoveli after Gimpa graduation. I always knew I am Nigerian. Papi Kojo. Nana Abba Anamoa sparks Twitter bars ahead of mid-year budget review. And in the African news headlines, what Tanzania-Russia aviation pact means. Batteries for hire could help Nigerians ditch their generators. Children caught up in war suffer tagged collateral damage, UN says. African films finding elbow room in US. Situation in Niger is cause for serious concern. While food production remains low in East Africa, ECOWAS leaders give Niger 1 week ultimatum to restore president. Senegal leader Sonko faces no charges. 5 killed in suspected illegal mining gang violence in South Africa. Nigeria, Tinubu appoints special investigator to probe central bank. Chad president arrives in Niger to help resolve crisis. In the world news, Russian attacks again, kills girl 10 and her mother, says Ukraine. Putin says African proposal could be basis for peace in Ukraine. Deadly clashes between Palestinian groups in Lebanon come for third day. Georgia judge rejects Trump's effort to toss evidence in Fulton County probe and disqualify district attorney. I wish I could find words. British expert guilty of wife's mercy killing overwhelmed as he walks free. Canadian border town evacuated as out of control wildlife across the US. And these are the few stories that are making the headlines, and then there's things happening. And like I said, we'll be having Mr. Matthew Amuzo in the studios any minute from now, where we are going to talk about youth development and mentorship. And so without wasting more time, let us take this quick song, and then when we are back, we'll have Mr. Amuzu in the studio and we'll hear from him.
Gospel.
New one.
He has done me well, no doubt about it. He has done me well, no doubt about it. He has done me well, no doubt about it. He's done what no man can do. Jesus, he's done what no man can do. He's given me the victory, I know it. He's given me the victory, I know it. He's given me the victory, I know it. He's done what no man can do. Oh, Jesus, he's done what no man can do. Lord, I thank you for everything. See how you turn my life around it. All around me I see your grace and your favor everywhere. You're the one, the only one. There's no one that can be the one. Only you deserve my praise. Unto you my life I live. Hallelujah. So help me say hallelujah. 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 Oh Lord, you have done it again and again. Hallelujah. Again and again. I was singing again and again. Hallelujah. Come on now. Everybody say he has done me well, no doubt about it. Come on. Everybody say he has done me well, no doubt about it. I say he has done me well, no doubt about it. Come on now. He's done what no man can do. Oh,
Yes, indeed, he has done us so well.
he's giving me victory.
And he has given us victory.
He's giving me victory. He's giving me the victory. Oh yes, I know it.
Like I said earlier, that we'll have Mr. Matthew Amuzo in the studios. He's in the studios. We're going to talk about mentorship and youth development. You know, these few days, recently, I'm sure you saw the viral video that about the Adisado College student. You know how he was. Normally when we watch these our Chinese and Indian movies, how they've been fighting. You saw the way he held the guy's neck, and then at the point hit his head on the bank. I'm sure we all saw it, the bed and the aftermath. And then recently too in the north, some schools, fighting and destroying staffs. We want to look at what exactly is the problem and what can be done. Mr. Amuzu has a lot of experience when it comes to youth development, and so it is best that we go to those who know it well, who know it all, so that they will be able to advise us and give us guidelines and as to how we can handle some of these things in our schools, in our communities, and in our areas. And so, without wasting more time, Mr. Matthew Amuzu, good morning and welcome to Axe Radio and Television.
Good morning, Pastor and the producer.
Thank you so much. Like I know it came at a short notice. Yesterday I was going through my document, and then I was reading. I realized that for some time now, since the youth are becoming dangerous, let me use the quote unquote dangerous. Recently, I'm sure you came across, you've seen the video of that Adisado student.
Yes, I saw it.
And then there are other ones. Recently in the north, they had to beat their headmaster. No, is it a house master?
Yes.
And it's happening. What is going on?
Yes. I think my earlier, when I came here the first time, I said it that what we have is what we give to our young people.
Okay.
And so if we, the elderly people, have failed, that it means that we have failed the young ones as well. And that is what is happening. But we can also not throw our hands in despair and say that we have failed them. We still have hope. when we give them the opportunity and we are also prepared to teach them. The topic this morning is about youth development.
Yes.
And youth development is a process by which we are preparing the elderly people, prepare the young ones to take up the challenges ahead of them. We imbibe in them the virtues, the values, and principles that we can use those things to build our society for a better place for all of us. And so it starts from the home. Youth development starts from the home. What the parents teach their kids, that is what these children will become. We all have the obligation as a society to help our young people, because that is going to be the fruit that we are going to enjoy tomorrow. As you indicated, what happened at Adisabel College, that young boy, if he hadn't done that, I learned he is in the level final year.
Yes, the final
so
year.
he's supposed to write exams and all that. And now, I learned that he's going to be prosecuted.
Yes.
As young as he is. I mean, so if he hadn't done that, then it means that he wouldn't also have fallen into that problem.
Yes.
And so we, the elderly people, we have the obligation to really teach our young people what is right and for them to know what is wrong. And whatever choice that you take in terms of whether going the right way or the wrong way has its own consequences. And the right one will always build you up, give you the opportunity to move ahead and to become somebody in the future. The wrong way will also land you in a place.
Okay.
And you see, so it's a whole process, and all of us need to put our energies together to support the young ones. My generation, for instance, anybody within that community that we live in can correct you when you've done something wrong. They will even come to the house and report to your parents that we saw your child doing this and that. And so you are being raised by the entire community, not only the nuclear family.
Okay.
And so for you to go out there and do something wrong, you know that somebody is watching me, and that person could report me to my parents. And so this is what we have done. And then I think we have a lot to do.
Yes. Mr. Matthew, let me catch in. You said something. What we have is what we give. Some few years ago, during the in Parliament, when they were trying to elect the current Speaker of Parliament, I'm sure we saw the commotion that went on. Parliamentarians fighting each other, running, some chewing ballot paper and things. And can we say that it means that even though our lawmakers have failed us?
That scene was very unfortunate.
Okay.
Because the fact is that most of them are parents.
Okay. Funny enough.
And so if you are supposed to be an honorable,
okay,
that connote a certain kind of behavior, and it is contrary to that, and your children are watching you, that means that you are indirectly or directly telling them that what I have done in Parliament on that day, you could also do it elsewhere.
Wow.
Are you getting me?
Very.
So we must always check ourselves and see that whatever the way we carry ourselves, the way we behave, our attitude must bring something positive to everybody. Now, with the youth aspect, we have stages in life.
Yes.
Being a youth is very critical,
Okay.
an important level in life. but the challenges are very confusing. Why confusing? Because you are growing from a stage of adolescent, youth to adulthood. And so, in between, you are not a child and you are also not an adult.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes, you're in between.
You are in between. You are not a child
You're not an adult.
and you are also not an adult. So, it's a process by which you are growing to become an adult.
Okay.
So, there are a whole lot of challenges within that level or stage in life. That is why the elderly and we, the adults, must understand that that is the time where we must, as you said, mentor the young ones. Because once they are growing, the physiological development. My son, 15 years, is taller than me. And, he has that deep voice.
Okay.
Daddy. So he thinks that he's old.
His voice is mature than yours. Deep than yours.
And the young girl that is coming up with the breasts coming up and the back.
Yes.
She thinks that she's old. But as a matter of fact, the cognitive nature, that is the intellect, has not developed. They are not matured. So that is the time we have to guide them.
Okay.
We have to teach them. So if you are parent, a guardian, and you are out there listening and watching me this morning, that is the stage where we have to get closer to our children.
Yes, okay.
The adolescents. Make them your friend. And in my house, I tell them that I am the father, and whatever I teach you in this house is the right thing.
Okay.
So if you go out and somebody else is telling you something contrary to what I am saying, that would not be the right thing. And so these are things that parents need to do. It is just not about bringing forth children and just feeding them. When you see them, you are excited. You have the obligation to guide them and teach them, mentor them, coach them, so that they will become a better person tomorrow.
Okay.
And so we have a lot as society to do.
Zambuzo, you said that we should be close to our children. One of the things I've realized these days is because of work, a lot of parents leave home very, very early and come home very, very, very late. Sometimes they even leave their children before the children go to school, and by the time they come, their children are asleep. I mean, sometimes not even the cities. Okay, who is even a number? As you realize, sometimes these children are left in the care of caregivers or families, grandparents, and then people in the area. So I want to ask, what can be done? Because if as a parent, I leave home very early by 6, and by the time I come home by 10, 11, my child is asleep, how then can I get closer to this child to know what is happening in his or her life?
Yes, that is the order of the day. But you see, your family should be a priority for you. I am going to work. I wake up at 6, go to work and come back late. Just because I want to get the resources, the funds to look after them. And so if I'm getting the money to support them in their education and all that, and have left the moral aspect, the development of the child, and I leave it and I say because of work, I cannot have time for my kids, then it's a problem.
Wow. Okay.
Once we are getting closer and they are also closer to us and we build that good relationship with us, with our kids, that is what they will do to us when we are old. wherever they are, they will still remember and have that sort of feeling, the connection with you.
Okay.
But if you don't have time for them, and you think that I can provide you with all the things you need because of my work, the nature of my work is so demanding such that I cannot have time with my family, then that is a problem.
Okay.
After all, in the 7 days that we have in a week, at least Sunday or Saturday, these are days that you can still, though we have the social events, that is also quite demanding in terms of our time. We still, when you make the conscious effort that, oh, I still want to be with my family, I still want to be with my kid, and as we said, you spend quality time with them.
Okay.
You leave everything, and you what you haven't done in a week, you do it. Sunday, after church service, you meet as a family, you eat together.
Okay.
You share with them, so they feel that they are not neglected.
All right.
And so with the time, I think that we when we are determined and conscious, we can still have time for our families. Make them your friends, the adolescents, the youth. Yes, make them your friends. And the mentorship aspect is that, and I always tell people, and I tell my children, I should be the number one mentor for my children than somebody else outside. My children should be in a position to learn from me as a father or as a mother, so that the qualities and the principles and the values that you, the parent, have, that is what your children will carry out there. And so this is something I think that it is very important, and we are talking about this morning. It's not easy, but one thing we also believe is that with God, everything is possible. Mentorship has happened in the Bible. There's an account of that. Joshua was a mentee to Moses.
Okay.
He learned from Moses. He was with Moses. Paul and Timothy. Paul was the mentor, Timothy was the mentee. They learned those values and principles from them. And so that is what we need to do. And I want to come to the church. If you are in a church and you are an elder, you are an elderly in the church, identify the young ones that have certain potentials and value, and try to bring them closer to yourself and teach them, so that we can have a better society for all of us. So, Reverend, that is about it.
Mr. Matthew, Mr. Musu, GS had to put in place something that says that corporal punishment shouldn't be allowed in school. And so currently in schools, caning and all these things are not being done. Let me say punishment. You can't, as a teacher, you can't do that. And some people are saying that, some people would have thought that it is because of that. That is why most of our students are misbehaving. Others are saying, "Oh, you don't have to punish the child." I would like to know, what are you? You are someone who has been involved in child development for years. So I would like to know your opinion concerning this very directive that has been given by because some teachers are not happy with what. So I want to know your thought concerning this very challenge.
We are what we are today, and we are who we are today. Okay. I'm talking about my generation, because the cane, the rod was used on us. If you go wrong, something must be done to you, indicate to you that no, what you have done was wrong. Even in the Bible, the Holy Book, spare the rod and spoil the child. Are you getting it?
I'm getting it.
Those who made those regulations and rules, they went through the caning system, and they are where they are today because they were guided by that. My issue is that, well, some of the teachers may take advantage of that and perhaps may go beyond the boundary.
Okay.
But I believe that if the caning or the corporal punishment is reintroduced and the children see even cane on teacher's table, they are afraid to act in a way. But once it's taken out in the name of human rights and society is going wayward, the children are wayward, and we come back. Some of them even could take phones and insult the president.
Yes. Very, very bad.
Because there is no fear in them. Some of them, young children, can beat their housemaster.
Yes.
The world we are heading towards, there is a problem. And so if there could be reintroduction of the corporal punishment in the schools, but perhaps be regulated and guided, I think that will be fine.
Okay.
So now teachers go, whatever the children do, they don't care.
Yes.
Because I don't want to have any problem with my employer.
Yes, it's true.
In case I do something and then there's a problem, I am the one who is going to bear the brunt.
Yes, it's okay.
And so I don't want, and they have also left the children like that, and the kids are doing whatever
What
they like.
want.
For me as a parent, though those regulations came, wherever class my child go, I tell the teacher, please, if the boy does something wrong, cane him. I am the father. I am giving you that. It doesn't matter whether those rules and regulations you have in the school, but I am telling you as a father that if my boy goes wrong, please discipline him so that he will know and he will become a better person. And I tell my boys, if I shout on you, then you should know that particular moment I am preparing you for a better future.
Okay.
So I must explain the reason why I am punishing you. I must explain the reason why when you've done something wrong, I ask you to kneel down.
Okay.
So it guides you and it prepares you, it shapes your life so that you become a better person. Are you getting me?
Getting you.
And I have evidence to prove that there was on a PTA meeting and I went, and the 4 teachers gave a very good account of my son.
Wow.
Say, what's that? The way you have trained this boy, he is different among the rest.
Wow.
Because there is discipline at home.
Okay.
If you go wrong, I'll prove and punish you. Are you getting me?
I get you.
That is what every parent wants to hear. That just attending a meeting in the school PTA meeting and teachers will give a very good account of your son, I think that is fine. Today, what do we see? The children have different life at home. They behave differently at church. But when they go out there and they are free with their friends, there's also another way of life. So the child doesn't know which one is which. And so there is peer influence, there's peer pressure, and you cannot as a parent leave your child just to chance to society. The boy must know that as I am leaving home, my life must rather influence those who are doing the wrong thing outside, not the wrong ones influencing my child. And so this is what I believe, and it's a work of our parents to do that.
Okay.
Can you just imagine a boy of 15, 16 has done something wrong, is in the grip of the law, has done something, has offended the law, has done something wrong, rape, stealing, armed robbery, and they are arrested. What is the future of these children? They are supposed to be in school, train, get a formal education, get vocation, that tomorrow it will become useful for them. But when they happen to find themselves in the grips of the law and are in prison, wasting their time, their energy, and so as a society, we believe that collectively, that is the point. All of us must train and correct children. Me, when I see children misbehaving outside, they are not my kids. I will correct them.
Okay.
Some parents will, even when teachers correct their children, they will go to the school and go and insult the teachers.
It happens.
If you know you can train your child, why then take your child to school? Are you getting my point?
Getting it.
And so that is it. I mean, if you love your kids and you want them to be better citizens, adults in the future, allow society, institutions, individual to guide them. I'm saying guide them. That is the point I think I want to share with all of us.
Okay, listeners, we are having Mr. Matthew Amuzu in the studios, and we've been talking about child or youth development as far as mentorship is concerned. And I believe you've taken notice of one or two things that he has said. If you're a parent, you heard it all. If you are a child, you heard it all. We need people who would have good character so that in future they can be good leaders. It's just something that it's still brooding in my mind. We give what we have. And so whatever we have as children, or whatever we have as children, it is what adults are being given to us. And so as an adult, and you don't give good, you don't have good morals yourself, it means definitely your child will also have good morals. Let's go for a quick break, and then when we are back, we continue. By Bello, he calls it Mungo Park. Yes, we have Mr. Matthew Amuzu, the regional director of YMCA Volta region, in the studios of Axe Radio and Television. We've been talking about youth development or mentorship, and he's been telling us a lot of things, and I am taking a lot. I'm learning a lot, and I believe you are also doing same. Mr. Matthew, welcome again. Back.
Thank you.
So what is the way forward?
The way forward is for us, first of all, identifying that we have failed our children.
Okay.
Once we have identified that, then it means that we have to correct the wrongs.
Okay.
And so, as parents, we have the bigger responsibility to our children.
Okay.
And to guide them, shape their life.
Okay.
So that they will become responsible citizens and adult in the future. It's a work.
Yeah.
Parenting is a work. It's just not like you giving birth to children and that's all.
That's it.
You have to work on them so that they will become, as I said, responsible adults in the future. And that is whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. And so it is the responsibility on all of us. The institutions, the schools that our children are attending, there has to be a program that will guide children, especially the youth. It is just not only the academic work. There are other activities, the moral aspect. Now people are questioning morality and all that, because we want to have a free and liberal society. It cannot happen. Otherwise, we are leading our children astray. And so, we have a lot to do as families, our religious institutions, the faith-based organizations, the governmental organizations that have responsibility towards young people in this country, the National Youth Authority, all the youth policies that we have should be something geared towards developing our young people to becoming, to take over the man as the responsibility from us, so that we can develop this country. Yes.
Concerning the directive given by GS, you did say that, you would love that punishment and things are allowed in the institution. Parliament, the lawmakers, they are aware of some of these things. Currently there are a lot of concerning this LGBTQT whatever going on in Parliament, and the brouhaha that we are facing. I wish that when is it with this thing that they've done, not punishing the children, the question is all that what happens if these children are exhibiting these things? Are they going to punish them? They won't be punished, right?
They won't, because you have formulated the law.
Good. So
are you getting it?
Yes.
And so when you are making laws for society, think about the collective interest of it, because it will obviously come back to us. The rules, the regulations, the laws that we pass, it's just to really guide us and to ensure that there is in terms of sanity in society, that people should not take the law into their own hands and begin to misbehave and do things. It's just to guide all of us. But sometimes if those who are even making the law are even breaching the law, then what is the moral ground for you to expect others to really go by the law? And so it's like we are failing our society. People who have been given the responsibility to lead us, to set example for us, are the very ones who are really breaking it. And so everybody feels that, yes, if you have the responsibility to do it and you are not doing it, and you are doing contrary to that, then everybody can do whatever they like. Today, young people even go on radio, televisions, and begin to insult even our traditional leaders.
Oh yes,
What is the moral
on social media? Sometimes you see an adult post something on the app, and then you see this younger generations there. Suddenly you ask yourself, why you I mean, some will tell that, oh, it's the era of social media. I say no, it is not.
That is not.
Some of us, before even comment on people's status, we think through before we comment. You see, people just write anything at all.
That is the point.
But they've forgotten that whatever you put there, after several years, it is still there, and it is describing who you are.
So, in politics, the politics is about decision making, making the right decisions, taking a leadership role, because we've been given the mandate and all the resources that we have to lead us and help us, so that whatever laws, the rules, the bylaws you are coming out with should be in the common interest of every single individual. That is why sometimes I even do not want to comment about some of these things. You see, if you have a country that is sharply divided by party A, party B, whether party A is doing what is wrong, and you say it, they will say that you are a member of party B. If party B does something wrong and you say it, they will also say that you are a member of party A. So I always ask a question that, who is speaking for the ordinary citizen? If party A will speak for party A, whether whatever is going wrong in that party or whatever the way they are leading us is wrong, and we will come and support it, then it means that we are not going anywhere. We are not taking this country anywhere. There must be people who will be between, neutral, to speak and look into the face of people and tell them what you are doing is wrong. And we have to really, really do that. We have to be bold as citizens to comment on some of these things. And because the country is for all of us. By the virtue of the fact that we decide that we want to vote for you and we elect you into office, that, okay, do things that will be in the interest of all of us, but you go and do the contrary, and you wouldn't want us to say it, then who are you?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Amuzu, I know that the YMCA is involved in a lot of youth mentorship. I've been to one or two of your programs. I remember one time we went to the Cali school just at the housing. Yes, and then I've seen one of two of your programs recently. You even sponsored some girls to school, and so I know that the YMCA is involved much more in the youth development in the Volta region. Do you have any upcoming projects?
Yes, currently one of the projects we are doing is the Youth Justice program.
Okay.
And the Youth Justice, as I indicated some time ago, is about our juvenile justice system.
Okay.
That has to do with a whole lot about how the law really takes care of those young people who are minors and they have offended the law.
Okay.
How are they treated? If the law says that they are not supposed to be in the main prison, why then keep them there?
Okay.
And so with the Youth Justice Project in the Volta region, we are quietly looking at prevention rather than allowing our young people to offend the law. Those who are at risk offend the law, and then now we are now going to struggle and try to get them out of where they are not supposed to be.
Okay.
Some of them who have even served at the correctional centers in Accra, because they are not supposed to be at the main prisons, they are sentenced and they are sent to a correctional center in Accra. That is where they serve their term. And when they get there, they are trained, they are guided to prepare them to come back to society and then failed. The question sometimes is also how, when they have served their term and they come back to the community, how do we receive them? So reintegration into the community also becomes a problem. And so YMCA, we are currently doing that project to really educate the community and the community opinion leaders and members, families, to see that no, the young people need a special kind of treatment. That when they go through that process, we are supposed to embrace them, bring them back. You see, it also goes back to the youth development we have discussed earlier. If we have shaped their life and guided them to go the right way, they wouldn't have found themselves offending the law.
It's true.
And so currently the youth justice is what we are doing. So as part of the youth justice, we've been doing a lot of training for young people. We are also into film making training, YMCA. Try to give young people, those who have the talent to go into filmmaking, you know, give them something that is quite tangible for employable skills. That at least Abochi has been part of it. You've been part of it. And Richard, all of them have been part of that program. And I always say I'm happy. And then we are looking forward for another training. I think in this August. And so, and those who really qualify, and those who that we think that they have the passion for youth work development, we will look at them and engage them. Yes.
Somebody will be asking, YMCA. He said he's the director, regional director of YMCA. What is YMCA? What is YMCA?
The full name of YMCA is Young Men's Christian Association. And YMCA is non-denominational. It's for everybody. Even if you are a Muslim, you can still become a member of the YMCA. Because we are thinking about the development of young people, the entire young people. So we are not discriminating against if you are not a Christian, if you are a Muslim, and you think that you need the capacity, you need your capacity to be built, YMCA is ready to do that. When you hear of our training for young people, I think that young people should take interest in the why. And then YMCA is doing a lot, very, very a lot. And I'm happy that you're giving us the opportunity to really come to your studio to talk about the YMCA. It's about youth development. It's about building young people, the spirit, the soul, and the body. And we believe that if you see the YMCA, the triangle is an equilateral triangle. It means that all the sizes are equal. And so you cannot develop the body and leave the spirit. You cannot develop the spirit and leave the body. You cannot develop the body and the spirit and leave the soul. And so the logo of the YMCA speaks a lot. And so if you understand, it means that when we are developing young people, we have to look at these three aspects, and that is what the YMCA does all over the world. And we are working in the Volta region. We've done a lot of projects. We've done a lot with young people from the south to the central part of Volta. That is where we currently we are still available. Yes, and then we are doing a lot for Mother Ghana.
Where can we locate your office if someone wants to come to the office and make further inquiries?
Yes, YMCA used to be at the service center. You see the adjacent the TUC office.
Yes,
that is where YMCA used to be. And the name is still there. YMCA has been in that Volta region since 1967.
1967. Oh, by then, some of us didn't even dream of giving birth to us.
And so that particular facility is a rented facility. So the owners just took it over. and then we have to look for a place. So currently, where we are located, it's from Batanis Junction going to Anglokoji.
Okay.
There is a story building on your right. I think about 150 meters from the main junction, Batanis Junction, when we are going to Anglokoji.
Okay.
And so the story building, we are the top.
Okay.
That is our office. We are praying that we should get our own center.
No.
And that is what we are looking at.
Okay.
And we have a land, and we are praying that we will get the YMCA center for young people, where young people can just go there at any time, have recreations, games, and all that. That is what the YMCA does.
Wow.
When it comes to developing them intellectually, the YMCA have programs that we want to do. We have the cultural troupe, we have the football team, we have the choreography group. So to engage young people all the time, so that they would not find themselves idle to go and do things that are wrong.
Okay.
And so that is what the YMCA is doing.
Wow.
And so if anybody wants to become a YMCA member, you can call me. My number 02017645546. You just call me and I will direct you on how you can become a member of the YMCA. And so to further educate members, YMCA is a voluntary organization.
Okay.
And then and it's also a membership organization. So
Okay.
which means that you can come and be a member of the YMCA. So that once you are a member, you can benefit from all our trainings and programs and activities that we provide to young people.
Yes, viewers and listeners, that's Mr. Matthew Amusu, the regional director of the YMCA in the Volta region. He just gave his phone number out, which I'm going to repeat again. So pick a pen or a note, or pick your phone and take the number 020-1764-546. 020-1764-546. Give him a call. And as a parent, this is an association or an organization that you should let your children take part. I have been to the office a couple of times, and I've seen young girls, young children learning a lot over there. See, it is real. Let your child go there and also learn and partake in some of these things. As you, your mother, as a father, as a mother, you are not always at home. You can't do it. YMCA is there to help you mentor your child, to help you develop your child, to help their moral life. Okay, so please, YMCA, the doors of our YMCA is open to everybody. So let us get involved with the YMCA, and you will not regret. Mr. Amusu, we are happy to have you. Any last word for our viewers?
Yes, what I have to say is that our young people, they are very precious to us. They are our future. And there's a saying that the future is now. And so if we want to give our young people a better future, and this is the time for us to have time and to train them and give them all the best, so that they will become better people in the future. And we, as elderly people, as old people, we will definitely benefit from what we have given to them. I will also want to mention quickly that if you want to know much about the YMCA, with our social media thing, you can also visit Volta Regional YMCA on our official Facebook page. You can see a lot of the activities we have done. And so I am so grateful to everybody listening. YMCA is ready and prepared to help young people. So just give us a call. You can visit our office, and then we will guide you through. If you have any challenge at all as a young person and you need our services, you just call and we will do that. We also provide psychosocial support to young people. I mean, we talk to them and counseling them and to see how best they can put themselves together and as they move on in life. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Matthew Amozo, the regional director of the YMCA in the Volta region. Thank you so much for coming through for us in this short notice. I know it was just a short notice, but you prepared and you came to deliver. Yes, viewers, thank you so much. We'll go for a quick breather, and then when we are back, we continue with our show.
Thank you.
We didn't come here to play.
King Kong.
Rockstar. Oh yeah, yeah. If you put your body on me, I put my money on you. I put the dollar on you, girl. If you put your body on me, then I put my money on you. I put my dollar on you, girl. Oh girl, you looking so amazing. For you, I think I'm going crazy. Oh girl, your body's so amazing, and I don't wanna leave your side. If you put your body on me, I put my money on you. I put the dollar on you, girl. If you put your body on me, I put my money on you. I put the dollar on you, girl. I gon' make you see that oh, chola, chola, eh, oh, chola. I gon' make you see that oh, chola, chola, oh, chola, eh. You make her fall in love. My heart is all for you. I go show you money, money, money. Quand les AMS my car's today outside. I go show you money, money, money. Oh girl, you looking so amazing. For you, I think I'm going crazy. Oh girl, your body's so amazing, and I don't want to leave your side. If you put your body on me, I put my money on you. I put the dollar on you, girl. If you put your body on me, I put my money on you. I put the dollar on you, girl. I gon' make you see that. Chola, eh, oh, chola, eh. I gon' make you see that. Chola, oh, chola, eh. If you put your body on, I go put my money on, I go put my dollar on, Oh yeah, yeah. If you put your body on, I go put my money on, I go put my dollar on, I go make you see that, oh, chola, chola, eh, oh, chola. I go make you see that, oh, chola, oh, chola, eh.
Yamudi isu afa no and then a pop skinny me the oja and to mu and man so. Udon
ne ma me nije ni amonom ne fe kole kono ebia na ye ma wo fe jene Jonso udo na shemejira ise ma no pano ntotor awampem jene mini dama soda ne dame kune na meje musotor udo na yesho yenam te se agbete shi awuwar ensema me de make kai wa mono kroma ama bayire amano efa ka sahari man ka munyina ma no ayebra ma apupor amwo fe jene won se ha buse misrim simia botre medo ba ko sida me hu mitubetwa oyonku ni kron fia bu koto kro enkewim ebini muni mi di bim ina beba me ne me dodi yensuro tu yen tukpe ye be me ne manegu yen intobro ame de me ne muda na jiso wo amane ne bini muni atafu ne mapoma wontuo we ye imboguo mamwo fe jene ufri asumeja kakari poti masema tima won sumbi uni obruwa wusi wa fefu no momenti me do weni mudegwa sedio mama me muhang ye kantam kesi akojadi amudi musronti mude muse mudo mu mame nang me pe wodo ayesi apotre 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 me pe wodo ayesi apotre
Check it out, what? Check it out. Check it out, what? Check it out. Check it out, what? Check it out. Check it out, what? Check it out, what? Well, I'm in love with a cutie pie who's got a brother named Jay, yeah, who never lie. They try to put him down, but he surely fly. Baby, look me in the eye, you feeling shy. Put a ring on your finger, yeah, you gon' be mine. Baby, let's walk a mile. Smile, put me on the dial before I hit the exile. X fire burning in me, I die, sir. I'm coming home, baby, we know the love. Chucky, DJB, we are go play. Did you see you sexy?
Waha, or Brambo, you were said, yet, Yamiana, my bro. Yes, bomb, every really when you nice you. That then you know, and I'm the enemy really with you. I was here, ranting, yes, my you. Been more fat you, Kunkuma, man for you, Tico. Tika Samana, my dying Trimbo. Or come free, Bessemachi come free. Where we are, Tika, see that I'm in it way. Why I can see I won't go with him. Hey, one of one, I'm in a piano key. Stand still in the Anna, still in the mood, man, standing and going to run to my bro. Now, Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now, Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I branch, my bro. Now, Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now, Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. Muntie, about Francis and me, made him feel one day. Me bro, yes, him one time and you. Like Kenya Kaya, Abrabonaya had, and in me at the Busia, and I see when you. But I was whooping team out to the moon, Quasa, Popin Brown, Slama baby. But I got no, what's a club, no, mention a gun, and you know, baby, as you know. Who is so me moon, I mean, maybe I'm them castle, be save you. Because Quankania, I hate my own move. As you move in, I grab more Kramayada brew. Me around my yam home, can you say you? My bro, now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. A branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now, Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. Charity. I will for near Janum, Moment of a boom, and no never, Mamma, Quana Matiti Mumei. Nasa Dan Top and Topa, more fry a bread. We are Sam, we see it to me. Minimum City Papiana was so brand so when ya. Rami Boom, Naya Fashion, Dream, Moman, and any day as I'm dreaming Pun to be my yin. I will fry a bomb to me, my chichi. Come for Mary. My bro, now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. A branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. A branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano. I am a branch, my bro. Now Busian, Simson, Bio. In Tiania Chesa, I am a Sabaco Mano.
Yauna ukase atiye media megwana logo ligia wuye ye adinji grana wuye pesa nado yesa na wo hamipa tima no go takame hushi yo go odo yewe wa man tema pepa na mewo odo yewe wa chin kwa beku miwo makume mutofi mentu tu makuma sa takame hushi yo go tima no go odo yewe
Saudo mia befimano.
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
Saudo mia befimano.
besto mi muna mi hunto
yen topa odo yen to kwasi ye pa wontuma bebo mediano nenye bako memma tampon swiye fodo bebo dom na min chose ni odo sitie nodo ye dintin sika eninti be yima boyimo odo ye we man tema beba na me wo odo ye we wa tin kwampe kumyo makume mutobe mentu tu makuma sa beka me hushio be fi manu no de ye we
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
Oi, wabahima, wabasima, sapodomi, abefimano. Oi, wabahima, wabasima, sapodomi, abefimano. Achaka na paya, wadonu tahobo. Bafena beko, menya mi humpadonto. Odo, the chabe katikonto. Pasrame, senkoto. Odo ye wusianka, machini po haseboto. Saga, wonya, oya koche alikoto. Odon tintang, achichir me chenchang. Washimi talk song, mama dream I am in nine. Nanom, other wine, me book rap me mine. Ghana, me ya dada Valentine. Odia na wo want me amana so me dim. I could call me with him, me ha name me him. Makuma to me him. When you want dollar guest, the man will be the latest. The latest.
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
Yo no kase adi mintia iguana logo ligia uye ye Adinji grana uye mesa no do uye sana wo hamiba be fi manu wo beka mi hushi yo wo odo ye we one man tema pepa na me wo odo ye we wa chin ko ambe kumio makume mutobe mentu tu makuma sa beka mi hushi yo wo be fi manu wo odo ye we.
What is the difference between Abakade and Babatunde? Me na me de me hona me say me worry Obakande. Or chine mo time if I'm not pretty solid that day. Never say that I didn't chia coping kade. I get ya out ya chire me. I yes a bunting dog for one to share me bo. Not done your ball about no work of February referee. Me de bakuma show, I swear it's for free. Odomu heavy D, me bra bakuma muki. Na kupache my dear. Mama fimpa dear. Ne do ye me the chena and punish radie. And it ya mena a chenki sopa radie. Miama humatia. Oja me wa me phone makafia. Me do de just 6 feet adakatia.
do mia be fi mano
Besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
do mia be fi mano
besto mi muna mi hunto mi
Okay, sure. Who said we can't do it, so? I'm rapping, I'm the language, make what just make way, make room. I'm a fan, okay, okay. A percent friend, yeah, bra. What's on the gym, what you play? Hey, champion attack, I am put the air, oga, commander fire, oja, oh, no money, next wada, every papa, oh man, shock, Chinaho, Narin Waswa, na eba nura aba, come on, Ale, Paki, Jackie, Namarameta, and say, I was here, one man saying you dead, Mille for two, edging the Olympic Fum, Bayira, and go from a tutu, onto the cocoa, neighbor Joe, Wakaba Betty Asama, Only Hano, Kodo, and you be born in tea, Wafa Kona Bona Coco, a jam when you want more, what you crown about, Warren Jesus, also then an anto, Asaka Sibesa, na Franca Sido, someone over Yasa, what for an papa, no Kukum Yassi in Pa, Nina, Nezu, Bakakoda, Wakaya, Wapua, no Panayan, no letter, Pamiahin, Ewahin, a pedetoche, Pamiahin, Mele, Ewahin, a pedetoche, Ewahin,
Nana, Yasha kumem ebusu na noka. Yame nekesie, ala kwakaba. Break in Cheshire, we are some Sebi, and ready. And Bonko Papa Bimpo every time. Nanka Pese, I got 2 or 3 or software. And Yemi, Mamba, and there, Diobesu Besu, and yet Yakuko who be Daniel Umawu, the room for my minute. And yet Naba, and yet no juju, and yet Konya, Minkabro for interest, Mente Potokasa, Mente Profo, and Yemi no, let me yes, me obi bini me Komo Kasa and the first, a Valetria wedge, a back out 10 years, oh yes, Mumra 1 by 1. I swear, it is on test. If you are now, you must say, if you must say, Manuati, Damia Santini, Ampa, or Software, you be Bini, and Huna Brim, and Juan Popo, my town, the Prana, you painting in Srobo, Paimuka, Yamakara photo. Walai, Choco, you are not Pacoco, Amagania, Magashia, you want Macapoko. We are some sebe, my bonnet better. So money wine, I'm up by my macote. Dinner year, Sheho, and check a check. We need the free show bank. I wish that I check. The Chairman Company, can I empty cow? Cause I hurry your po yourself, you go bow. Minya come to us, but I don't want talk chow. Indeed, I mean that chair, make you proud. I don't want talk chow. I don't want talk chow. Raps up for Mama Mimuso. Sister again, can't so. Would you didn't take out not so. Water time, can't so. My what you to sister again, can't so. Would you didn't take out not so. Last week, me call engagement, my name my wife, now you're war engagement. But her mate, you go maybe they will friend I be sent out small so I engage. Ancient police, why engage? What has in the way? Can't wash out Tadia, wash out Tadia, Emono, Atadia Nasado, wash out Tadia, Tawanua, I saw Sini, I want to swear knees. Make a petty and I know I'm a quiet gas, Croya, tell him, yeah, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Tatamia, Mr. Media bad day party, and I'm a buyer. Nemono, the Amano, and I'm a pet, and can't come back on one shot. Tadiano, Seminoa, made never family across who were ready for the home papa, school neighbor, Lebon, Campbell of workers, yeah, you to be food of me. Water, damn, can't just my what do you to sister again, can't just. Would you didn't take out not so. Water time, can't so. My what do you to sister again, can't so. Would you didn't take out not so. Now say I'm a call on Donny. Yes, wow, Walantia Cadano, will be our what? Why I'm Shani Moon and Nubiana Koya. Adonai, and maybe I see a set to the can. Or one of my party Kotomu and Tadiano, your papa, who I'm a Yakoma, huh? Memory, me Meshakura, me mamani, Adiana Hokra Barra, and Tata, the Adamana Tamana, Hunamania, Adobera, we will fear, Sound Hosso, Ajuma, boy, Radia Wire, at the end, Wobuni was Swimwadi, at the end was us, what in it to say. Akadanka Tiama Bassamo, Samunim Samu, Jojo, and Panifona Assi, me Mamma Horny, my last one, oh, Tata, me Mepida Wo, Uguru me, what Pida, oh, Tata, me, Kanatasu, Mawadi Utum, Sister Gay, Kanatasu, Ichiamuda, Woody Ichiamuda, Mepamere, Inti Kanatasu, oh, Tata, me, Kanatasu, Mawadi Utum, Sister Gay, Kanatasu,
and yes, today's Tuesday, and this is the Action Radio Morning Show. We are transmitting to you via Facebook and YouTube from Siki Road Ho, Volta region, Ghana. And this morning we had Mr. Matthew Amuzo, Regional Director of the YMC Volta region, in the studios. He came to talk to us about mentorship. He said that what we have is what we give. What we have is what we give. And as adults, if we don't have anything good to offer our children, then it means that we are losing the fight. He said during their time when they were young, or during their time, anybody could correct or discipline a child for going wrong. But these days, what do we see? We are all talking about right. And so even the GS had put up, let's say that they made teachers aware that they shouldn't punish or cane students. And so in some of those schools, what happened is that the children would misbehave, but hey, the teacher doesn't want to have any problem and loses or work. So actually allow the child to do whatever they want to do, so that he or she, the teacher, wouldn't have any problem with whoever employed him or her. And so it's like our morals are dying out. We also spoke about the unfortunate incident that happened at this other college, and some of the few ones that has happened at one or two places. And then we zoomed into YMCA and what they are doing in the Volta region. He said currently they are on the Youth for Justice project. And so where they are training the youth, or giving them more moral teachings, so that they wouldn't find themselves at loggerheads with the law. And that is that. He also said they are doing some few programs here and there. And so if you want to become a member of the YMCA, you just, when you get to Ola, where the school is, the Batanis Junction, just coming through, just come a little bit just after, I think the first, when you come, you meet a shop, and then close, there's a story building, the first story building, okay, not the very new one at the roadside. You just coming down towards Asanyame, so you just walk like you're coming towards Asanyame. There's a story building, an old story building right there. Their office is at the top, so just get there and make all inquiries. You can take all your children are welcomed. He says that it is an interdenominational group, and so whether you're a Christian or Muslim or traditionalist or Buddhist or Shintoism or whatever your religion is, you can become a member of the YMCA. And so please, let's all get involved and know much about the YMCA for ourselves. As parents, we should get involved and know how these our students could be given some of these let's give our children this training, or this see, sometimes as a parent, you are not home, okay? You are not home, and as you are not home, somebody would have to help you do the training for your children. And YMCA is there. YMCA is one of these groups that can help your child in really becoming who you want him or her to become. Yes, we are still waiting for our representatives from the political parties, so that we'll look at what the finance minister went to Parliament yesterday to do the mid-year review, budget review. We would like to talk about that, and so any moment from now we'll have them in the studios, and then we continue from there. So we'll be there very soon, and so we are waiting for them. So don't flip your dial. Keep hope with Axe Radio and Television. We will surely be with you.
My favorite thing, Miss Yashura, I want to wine walker. Someone come force and call. One day wine walker, someone come force and call. One day wine walker, someone come force and call. We'll be out, let me say, my favorite thing, Miss Yashura, I want to wine walker. Someone come force and call. What's your why you some man can't Srodo, Monsieur Yamuma, one hata, won't you mean in the eye you are what time we didn't contact, more beyond Yaman, my famous Kwame Candia won't slow, when they wine walker, someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. We'll be out, let me say, my favorite thing. Miss Yashura, I want to wine walker. Someone come forward and call. I said, me pass them here for your bad time. What bad time do you never feed? Me show the market can't now. Said I'm in Umi and you are nano. A dear be a bear war, then be a bubble war. Said you who better fight you are. Miss Yashi, Mimpano Conquai, what's about Sakra, and no more for no. And Muadama will be a Patiano. What about one crop? What we were fighting, what that? What drink crop? Why that is such a banger? When you probably move, I could probably a man crying, what train and move around my wine. Beside the Pakura bought Teneno. When you power bought the name up on for the Sayano, San Quatacurano, what about him? What about his Chamu and what about a pump? What shall we call day? Mr. Tetaha, Maran, when you shoot it, the Amuyano. Mahubi pine, I am Padabalu, who demo fee. Now, about to Pankura Matia, Kurama Ubano, will be as a senior. Now, other play was young at time and simple. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. We'll be out, let me say, my favorite thing. Miss Yashura, I want to wine walker. Someone come force and call. Me born back on what I can't some of Pia Quay. Naniswa and Casse will be some one, a mobile, Unianum, Manfrayanum, Nabaya, then worry. Cover of you, Bariakupa, Amanaya Rimpata, Kawabam, Satum, why when they wine walker, someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. We'll be out, let me say, my favorite thing. Miss Yashura, I want to wine walker. Someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. We'll be out, let me say, my favorite thing. Miss Yashura, I want to wine walker. Someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call. When they wine walker, someone come force and call.
say, my favorite thing. Miss Yasha Bra, I want to wine walker. So we'll come to us and call.
Serious, Oshia, Oberboda, Oboswa, Oberfi. I don't let me mean and yet, and I'm a one. There are some I make. I'm here. Young boy, I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a shitty, yes, I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a way, yes, I said, who are walking the light in him. Miss Mamma, my go for me, but church, I see him. Now we ain't done a colon to be him. Only your bema, Kumaroka, yes, I can't wait. Only a watching ye. Me, I mean him, say it, see who you. I say, when you won't like it, Yamama, one train, you so shed up over here. When I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a train, yes, I buy out. I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a train, yes, I buy out. You put by a gun and we are the papaya and in them. When you were a bitchy, and you know something, then I wait. Oh, that's it, that's a petition. I mean, you wait now when you're oh, what do you know when it's a sign? Now, so can I walk and when I would tell. I mean, it's on your way and I will fail. Woman, no better, I'm a continent. Obi Brava Salem, but you are only one. Obi Fiwa passport and also on the road. I didn't go yet, I'm a senior on a wobo. Jack, where your body or swire bad. I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, yes, I buy out. I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, yes, I buy out. Only a so brief, and my name was that when he had it. Yes, I just him me besi. Oh, my body be wise. But if I could not say, see a foot away, and you will hear. And for what's in Copper Magazine, we yanka. And for what's in Copper Magazine, we yanka. Kuranamima, when you young. On my war train, Mama will work down. We have a party, we have fun. We are born in Swati, we have fun. We have a party, we have fun. We are born in Swati, we have fun. We die share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, and yes, I buy out. I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, and yes, I buy out. Share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, and yes, I buy out. Share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, and yes, I buy out. Share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, yes, I buy out. I share to me my way, and my way. I better shit to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, to me my wolf, and my wolf to 20 and you want to go pop. Only a friend, yes, I buy out.
And yes, let's get interactive. And I wanted to. Yesterday, I'm sure you heard the finance minister. What did you think? What was your take concerning what he spoke about in Parliament, saying that the economy is on course? And so, what is your take on that? And what the finance minister said yesterday? And yes, we have Mr. Patrick Apiavo in the studios. He's a member of the NDC communication team. He's in the studios of Axe Radio and Television. We are waiting for the rep from the NPB, and so we'll start when he comes. Then we continue, and so that is that. Mr. Patrick, welcome to studios of Axe Radio and Television.
Good morning.
Morning,
Mr. Clinton.
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm good.
We thank God. I'm sure yesterday you followed the finance minister at when he went to Parliament,
Sure.
and all he went and said. After he said a lot of things. He came. One day or whatever, and said that we are about to start the second phase of planting for food and whatever agriculture, or the planting for food, and then the minority leader came through with something. What was that? The minority leader said something. Can you
Good morning,
Morning.
to your viewers and your followers across the country, and good morning to the good people of the NDC. Mr. Clinton, yesterday I was fortunate to be in the studios of Axe.
Okay. Yes.
And I made it clear that the finance minister of the Republic of Ghana has nothing new in the mid-year budget to offer Ghanaians.
Oh, why do you say that?
Oh, I said it here that there will be no taxes that will be cleared off. Probably I was even thinking of an additional taxes.
Okay.
Because we all know that where the economy has gotten to now, we can't take money out of the economy. We need to inject more cash into the economy. So it's not a matter of probably saying, say, you want to scrap taxes. He wants an opportunity to even add more taxes, but he knows very well that the minority wouldn't allow him to go on that trajectory. So
Okay.
probably they hide behind what we say, that they came and they asked for nothing. They're just coming to tell us whatever is going on in the system. But as he came yesterday, the finance minister didn't see anything about the inflation in this country. The Ghana Statistical Service has made us know that the food inflation is the highest among all the inflations in this country. So we in the minority, or we in the NDC, were looking up to the finance minister, giving us the guidelines from now till the end of the fiscal year, what they will be doing about the issues of inflation, especially food inflation. He said nothing, or they are communicated with saying that fuel has been stable, and that is not what Ghanaians are talking about. You didn't take fuel from 11 cedi 50 pesos. You didn't take fuel from 12 cedi. You took fuel from 3 cedi per liter, and today it's at 12 cedi. Then you come and tell us that, oh, it has been stable because now for some time now the fuel has been at 12 cedi. The same way they said, oh, the dollar rate has been stable. You took the dollar from the 3 cedi 90 pesos. It's at 11 cedi 20 pesos. And you say we should clap for you because it has been stable for some time. No. The dollar is stable because of the $600 million the IMF injected into the economy. When the money is being moved out of the economy, probably the inflation rate will come down. And one of the most important things Ghanaians need to note is that today's economy doesn't have today's economy doesn't have enough cash in the system.
Okay.
People are basically moving their cash out of the banks because they are scared of the restructuring that is going on. Okay. That's why you have a minister of state having over millions in her room. Because when you invest those monies into government bonds, you are under threat, because you feel, say, the government can easily come out and say we are restructuring whatever you have given to us. People have given bonds to the government in the form of loan, and you now determine how much you give back to them as in the form of a DDEP. These are all because of the bad management of the economy. When you check about the energy sector, the debt is increasing day in, day out. There is no one of the sad things that we need to bear as Ghanaians is the energy debt. As of today, some of the power producers are complaining that Ghana is not paying what is due them. And you hear their communicators shouting, oh, there's an agreement called take or pay and those things. When you came to power, you had the opportunity to review some of the energy things. Example was an Ameri deal. You said the NDC did the deal and it wasn't the best of deals. When you came back, Gabi and the rest, without the knowledge of the minister, went to sit with Ameri and this, renegotiated the deal and even bloated the contract. Is that the best thing to do? No. The energy sector levy, which was instituted by the then John Dramani Mahama-led government, was being brought about so we can clear some of the energy sector debts that we owe. Today, they probably use the energy sector levy to go and borrow, saying that, oh, we have an energy sector levy there. You just give us the loan and we can use that money to pay. So there's no money for you to pay them. Those who are the independent power producers, you don't have money to pay them. So day in, day out, the energy sector loans or monies you're supposed to pay the DDP people is still increasing. Are you getting it? Very soon, the World Bank was warning us just 2 weeks ago that if care is not taken, we will go back to do so, because we are not paying those who are producing the power. So they will definitely say we are shutting down our plants. When one plant is being shut down today, the economy of Ghana will come to a standstill. We all know the impact of doing so. We know what doing so have cost us in this economy. More than what COVID-19 has cost us. COVID cost us nothing, because COVID was a blessing in disguise for the economy. COVID gave us a lot of billions. The money we are going to the IMF for $3 billion today, COVID has given us about $6 billion. And we've mismanaged such an amount of money in just a year. Today we are going back to the IMF for $3 billion. Whilst you had $6 billion in the COVID year and you couldn't use that money for anything. What can you use the $3 billion for as of today? As of today, how can you use the $3 billion for? There is no hope for the youth in the mid-year budget review. Everybody knows as of today that the IMF, one of the conditionalities of the IMF is that there will be no new employment in the public sector. Because that's one of the means, or the salaries you pay currently are huge. All we generate in this country goes to loan payments, even interest on loan payment and salary payment. That ends it. Any other thing, we need to go in for a loan or you need to go in for the bond. Nobody will be willing to even go and invest in government coupons or bonds again. Because when you invest, you are scared probably that there might be some sort of haircut. So everybody is withdrawing their monies, placing them back into the way. The finance minister said yesterday that they've paid $269 million to the IPPs. Meanwhile, the debt amount is over $2.5 billion. So almost close to what we are getting from the IMF as a bailout. That's what we owe the independent power producers. This shouldn't be the case, because the previous governments had a plan in place. We had a system in place, an energy sector levy in place, so we can use to clear this debt. Today we've used the debt for something else, and here we are suffering.
Patrick, you know something? A lot of people say that, well, because you are part of the NDC, okay, so you would say, oh, nothing that the current government is doing is working. But the finance minister says that the economy shows signs of recovery.
An economy that shows a signs of recovery wouldn't entertain a Bank of Ghana running at a 60 billion Ghana cedi loss for the first time in the history of Ghana. 60 billion loss, and you said the economy is on its way out. And it's at the corner. Which corner are you putting the economy? You are suffocating the economy in the corner. When someone push you to the corner, they suffocate you at the corner. Nobody pushes you to the corner for anything good. They are pushing you to the corner, suffocating you, and you are telling us that you have pushed the economy to the corner. We are coming out of it. For the first time in the history, we've used 137 million Ghana cedi to fix cars at the Bank of Ghana. For the first time, 127 million US dollars, Ghana cedis to fix cars, cars to drive around. Cars you pick your girlfriends in. Cars you pick your children into school.
Oh, Patrick, are you saying that the cars, they use it to pick their girlfriends?
But no, don't you all know what? No, don't
Ah.
you see GV number place in town? V8 with GV number place.
Oh, I don't see. If I see, I don't. Oh, so
That's what
how
they
would
do.
I know it is the
But we
girlfriend
all
or the
know what they
daughter?
do. Oh, they are picking their girlfriends and
Okay.
their side chicks in the car.
Oh, really?
And they use over 127 million to fix such cars.
To fix, so only
How much?
only for the
They said
girls.
They said they use the money to fix about 27 or so cars.
Eh.
Vs at the Bank of Ghana.
Okay.
How much will it cost us to get 27 new Vs?
I mean, I don't know. I don't deal in cars.
So even if we decide to sell off those cars that have been bought and buy a new one, it will cost us less than the amount they used to fix the cars. This is the economic
But you see, then they also tell you that some time ago during the bus branding issue. I don't know whether you remember that.
I remember that.
Good. And so you see, sometimes you go, I don't know, this MVP. Sometimes you always try to, you know.
You don't. There's nothing about. There's a vast difference between a bus branding and fixing of cars. That's as simple. No, someone is fixing a car which he drives, accumulated to 127 million Ghana cedi and even more. And you are telling me that there was a bus branding issue. No, the bus branding issue, the money involved was not even up to 5 million Ghana cedi.
But
it's not up to 5 million Ghana cedis.
yes, and that's why they'll say
We
that
procured
during,
buses and we branded the buses with the images of our former president. If you claim there's no value for money or the contract was bloated, they have been in government for close to 7 years now. What did they do about it? Nothing. And you are telling me there was a bus branding issue. So you are not worried about somebody using 127 million of your money
and
to
that,
fix only cars.
Patrick, that reminds me.
How much do we use to fix the presidential jet to drive in?
I don't work over
No,
there.
how
So
much do we use to
how
fix the
would I
presidential
know?
jet?
I don't know. So
It goes for maintenance every now and then. How much do we use to fix
I
these
don't have
things?
to answer. You have to tell me the answer.
We use less than that to fix the presidential jet and the president rising.
All right. And then there's with this Bank of Ghana 60 billion Ghana cedis thing. I'm a little bit. I'm at the crossroads. Why am I saying that? Recently, the banks that were collapsed.
Exactly.
Okay, they were not owing this much, and they were collapsed.
So-
and so, how come the regulator?
Yes, the regulator who is in charge has run. So that means they're telling us we should close down the Bank of Ghana later on.
And if you close down Bank of Ghana, where are we
No,
going?
that's what they are telling us.
Yes,
So
you know-
No, some of the banks we've closed down don't owe up to 60 billion.
I'm
Ghana
telling you.
cedis.
So I've been
This
thinking.
was a political wish. They were on a political agenda to close down innocent people's banks.
And so I
Answer to the GM Bank is in court. The
Yes.
court has given them the go-ahead to go and renegotiate with the banks. If GM Bank should win the case, there will be a judgment debt on the state. You don't close somebody's business just like that. How much was GM Bank owing us at then?
Yes.
And the regulator is owing, has run a loss. And money we will never get back. Listen, when someone runs a loss, that means the money is gone. We can't get it back. Or 60 billion Ghana cedis.
So
How much do you owe the NAPCO personnel in this country? There are not, people who work for 8 months, 9 months, they have not been paid. And they are rotation nurses who did their national service. They are done with the national service for the past 1 year, and not even a penny was paid into their account. But the central bank has run into a 60 billion loss. How can you in which civilized state can you tell the citizens this? Nobody's worried. Because we are all used to it now.
So Patrick, I know it's CITAG, that's teachers of the College of Education.
Sure.
They are also fighting for some allowance and some other things, and I know definitely there are other people. So, but yesterday I was having a discussion. Somebody was telling me that this money might have been given to the government to cushion themselves, and that the money might not necessarily be used for fixing of cars. What do you think about that?
No. There's a difference between the 60 billion lost
Okay.
and there's a difference between the fixing of the cars money. let's not put the two together. The monies they've used, so-called claim that they've used 127 million Ghana cedi to fix cars. That one is on record. 60 billion losses doesn't mean the money was given to the government. So when you give money to the government, is that a loss?
But they don't want to. No, they wouldn't want you to know that. Maybe they don't want. For instance, that I want to give money to my producer, but I don't want you to give. And I say, after the money is lost.
The money doesn't belong to an individual. The money belongs to the state. Any money you give to the state must be recorded. It doesn't work that way. The Bank of Ghana doesn't work in isolation to the state. No. The governor is being appointed by the president of the Republic of Ghana. He works for the Republic of Ghana. They have been paid from the consolidated fund.
Okay.
So you don't tell me that because you can't hide any amount of money. If you hide it, that means it's corruption.
So, Patrick, you are saying that it means that. So, what's the alternative?
The alternative is different. It's very simple.
Okay.
The NDC with Dr. Kwampa as the governor of Bank of Ghana has never run a lot of 60 billion Ghana cedi.
Dr. Wampa.
Yes.
Okay.
The NDC has never used 127 million to fix cars at the BOG.
Okay.
Neither did the MDC decide to use the energy sector levy to go and borrow. Even get fund levies are being used to borrow as of today.
Okay.
So we don't have money to even build infrastructure in the senior high schools. That's what get fund was supposed to be used for.
Okay.
Dormitories, hostels, and other stuff for senior high schools and tertiary institutions. We don't have money for that because the monies we make from those monies has been used to borrow.
Okay.
If you go to the airport today and want to clear a car, you pay a get fund levy,
Okay.
you pay health insurance levy.
Mm-hmm.
I get in it. When you buy paper today, you pay an energy sector levy.
Yes.
All those monies are not used for what they are supposed to be used for. Even the health insurance levy is not being used to cushion the health insurance.
And so currently we are in the COVID-19 levy that we are still paying. I think COVID-19 will say that it's a thing of the past, if not really, because why should we still be paying for COVID-19, Patrick?
It's simple. You don't need any rocket science to know that these people don't mean well for Ghana. The easiest way is to boot them out of government. No sensitive government in this current economy, with the inflation over 42%, will still be taxing its citizens that high. The COVID is over. We don't need COVID levy for anything after today. What are you using the COVID levy to fix? What are you using the COVID levy to fix? Everybody is calling upon take this tax out. I said let me tell you this. In 2019. We bought a Toyota Venza, which I was using until recently, for close to 20,000 Ghana cedi in the US. Okay. So the car was shipped to Ghana. So I went to clear the car somewhere March 2019. I paid less than 19,000 Ghana cedi. I paid 18,922 cedis to clear a Toyota Venza 2015 model at the Temahabo.
Okay.
Today, the same Toyota Venza,
Okay.
you need close to 90,000 Ghana cedi.
Wow.
Some are even paying 100,000 Ghana cedi just to clear a Toyota Venza. This is not the best management just of the economy.
Someone would say that it's not only Ghana that is going through such a phase, and that it's all
What
over
is the
the
inflation
world.
rate in Togo?
You should tell me.
Togo is not doing 50% inflation rate. What is the inflation rate in Ivory Coast?
You should tell us.
They are not doing the inflation rate we
Okay.
are doing. We are not see the economy is not growing and the inflation is going high.
Someone also said the dynamics are different.
Tell me how the dynamics are different. Was COVID not in Ivory Coast? Or the Russia-Ukraine war didn't affect Ivory Coast?
Maybe our population is more than theirs.
How can you say the population is more than Ivory Coast? No. You don't. Now you basically spend all you generate on salaries and payment of interest. That's how you are in the economy. So anything else, you must go for loan. He was here saying that the planting for food and jobs, they will do the phase 2.
Yes.
It's just another way to empower Brian Shampoo and the rest. Just to give them more cash and nothing to do. No account for the cash they have given them. The past 4 years, planting for food and jobs. Today, the highest inflation is food inflation. If there was food in the system by then, we wouldn't have gotten here. The one who mismanaged the energy, the agriculture sector is today running for presidency in the MPP, running for the presidential slot in the MPP. If he knew you had something,
you mean Dr. Akute Free?
he has basically run down the agriculture sector, and today he's running. He wants. It's very sad.
So
he
but
wants to be
he
president.
celebrated all the places that he was able to sell plantain and things at the ministry and you are saying what?
It's very simple. When you come to whole market, on the market, you just have all the plantains people are selling. You buy them. You send them to the ministry and arrange them at the ministry and sell them at a cheaper rate, just to claim that you are doing something good. How much do you buy plantain at your market? We have three rules of plantain. The 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5 cedis. And you are celebrating such a man that he is selling plantain at the ministry. Oh. The ministry is a marketplace.
But
it's not a marketplace.
It's turned into a mini market.
Yes, that's how sad we have gotten to as a country, because people want to achieve.
He's trying. I believe he was trying to say that
he should go and sell it at the Makola market. You don't go and buy things at the market, bring it to the ministry. They should tell us 1 acre of farm that the Ministry of Agriculture has in this country. You don't even have an animal farm, and you are telling us that you've basically. You see, Ghana has become a very cheap state, so anybody can be a minister. And it's very sad. But all these things, I believe Ghanaians will correct all this mess in 2024, December 7th, which I believe strongly that they will send a huge message to the MPP. And it will take the MPP more than 2 decades to come back to power. Because Ghanaians are not ready to witness such a monumental failure ever in our history again. MPP has basically made nonsense of the independence we fought for in 1997. Kwame Nkrumah being in his grave and be crying that, oh, this is what I fought for. Because you said the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. I don't think if you should have been still under colonial rule, Bank of Ghana would have run a loss of 60 billion Ghana cedis. That's very sad. The independence our forefathers fought for has been run useless by the so-called apostles of our fathers were part of those who fought for the independence. Those who claim their fathers were past, so we shouldn't hail only Kwame Nkrumah has made mess of the independence we fought for. This wasn't what Kwame Nkrumah fought for. If Kwame Nkrumah should have seen by then that there will be a man called Nana Akufo-Addo, whose father has messed with our economy before, and Ghanaians still believed in his son to fix the economy, he wouldn't have fought for independence. Because the man has basically run down every sector of the economy. Energy, who, education, who, agriculture, who, every sector, the finance sector, the banks have collapsed. People are unemployed. They have gone back to their houses. Even the Uber job card hasn't fetched them anything again. This is how sad the economy has gotten to. So I'm not even surprised of late. I always say this on your set. I thought I come and I meet the MPP panelists, I feel bad. Because your families are looking up to you. You come and shout here, and when you go back to your family cannot afford a 3 square meal. It's very sad. Mm-hmm. So I'm not surprised this morning none of them has showed up. Because the media budget, the finance minister brought has nothing new, nothing to offer Ghanaians. So when the youth come into the studio to defend the MPP, it's sad. Some of them go back home and they can't even afford what they eat in the morning. But their government is in power. That's how sad their issue has gotten to. So I think we have gotten to a point where we should just pray the country doesn't break till 7 December 2024. Mm-hmm. Let's hand over the economy to the best managers of the economy, those who have done it before, and we have the track record of managing the economy better than any other government in the Fourth Republic. John Dramani Mahama has really managed the economy as the vice president then and as the president then. He promises that when he comes back, the economy will bounce back to its feet. Okay. He has done it before. This is not novel. Oh, okay. He has really done it before, and we can do it again.
Oh, okay. That is Patrick Apiavo, a member of the NDC communication team. It's unfortunate that today we couldn't get any representative from the NPP, but we believe that tomorrow they'll be in the studios of Axe Radio and Television for us to have a balanced discussion. Patrick, I don't know whether you've heard this kitchen scandal. Gabi neck deep in 187 million Ghana cedis deal. A Blackwater drops explosive details. I don't know if you've heard of that yet. Have you heard of that?
I chanced on the publication this morning. Okay. But it wasn't news because Blackwater is my man, so I knew this was coming. And it's very funny because the same contract our friends in the MPP by then in opposition were making all sort of noise about. Mm-hmm. So the extent that Alexander Afenyo-Markins, deputy majority leader today, was in court over that contract. Okay. It's a contract that today Gabi is fighting the state. Okay. In conjunction with the Attorney General. Okay. To loot the country. Wow. How sad can this be? Ablakwa listed over 6 ministries. Okay. Over 5 agencies of this state. Okay. The money Gabi is chasing the state for. No ministry, the ministry has listed, none of them has their budget up to such an amount. Wow. What? No, is it? Who is Gabi? Gabi is just a notorious prime minister. De facto prime minister. But I don't think we have we don't have a prime minister in Ghana. When you walk through the corridors of power, one of the people you shouldn't try to offend is the Gabi Ocho Saridako. When you offend him, you are gone. You are a goner. But you and I know that Gabi is just a Ghanaian. He's not. He has no appointment as far as this government is concerned. And so if you say that he's a de facto prime minister, I don't know. I don't really get it. Do you know Mr. Boache Jaco? Yes, I know. I think he was one time a minister of energy. Thank you. And currently he's trying to vie for. He was on your sister station 2 weeks ago. Have you heard his pronouncement about Gabi? I did. You see, when we are on radio, I should use some words for people like Gabi. You see, the state has now become a family property.
Family property.
Looting here and there. Gabi has no locus in this current government to negotiate deals on behalf of the state.
Okay.
When he went to negotiate the deals and it backfired, the president sacked the managing minister.
Okay.
Gabi is untouchable in this government, just like Keno Furiata.
Okay.
Those two guys, you can't touch them.
Why do you say they can't?
Gabi got the former director of the Ministry of Finance sacked because he wasn't cooperating on this scandal.
Okay.
Who is Gabi?
Do you have any evidence to that?
No, why was the director of the ministry sacked?
I don't know. And so you are telling me. So that's why I'm asking if you have any.
He was basically sacked because he wasn't cooperating with Gabi to loot the state.
Did the director say that?
He said, well, you want the director to say that he was being
sometimes
sacked.
if you are saying that currently
I'm just asking.
Boachi Ejaku has
Yes.
is spoken,
Yes.
so it means he should also come and say something for us to know.
If you are a man, go and fight with Gabi in this government and see what the consequences. The man has no position, but he's the prime minister.
I don't have muscles to fight anybody, so
you don't need to fight with a blow. Take Gabi on today as a minister, and you'll be sacked from your position.
Oh.
That is a de facto prime minister. Whatever he says is what the president does. The country is on autopilot. Listen, we are on an autopilot, and the president of the republic has given Gabi and the rest the power. To do whatever they want to do with the state. So Gabi is acting as a lawyer for a company that they were fighting in opposition today to loot the Republic of Ghana. Let me quote one of the Honorable Kuyeto said. I want to quote one of this thing for you.
Okay.
Today, the majority leader, deputy, was in court, shouting here and there that where is it? When you read Honorable Kuleto's publication, he said Justice Duche may likely describe this kitchen scandal as a well-hatched conspiracy, create, loot, and keep, perhaps in the past fashion. It's very simple as that. The man is chasing the republic because he knows his brother is in power. Whatever he wants, they give, no matter, unless Gabi doesn't want it.
Okay.
The last time, the only thing he wasn't able to get was the Japan deal. And even now, we need the minority to stand still with the CSOs that it won't come to pass. So anything Gabi and Keno Furiata wants, they get. That's why he has the power to be doing this up and down. What he is doing with Godfrey Dame is basically trying to put government in a position that when we don't give him what they want, they basically go to court for a judgment debt.
Okay.
But I am promising them, I can assure them that so long as they can use the courts of today to intimidate the NDC, when they go to court for a judgment debt, they should pray the NDC doesn't come to power. We will make sure they even go to jail on this matter.
They'll go to jail.
The guys are basically creating looting and share.
Oh, I see.
Check the amount involved in this scandal. The amount involved in this scandal is about 187 million plus Ghana cedis. Why should the de facto prime minister be engaged in this? We know him. He wants the money to himself. He thinks he knows it all. These lunatics are walking on the corridor of power and nobody puts them to check. Who is Gabi? Using his African legal debate associate to intimidate government officials and institutions just to create loot and keep. It's an institution you and your people bastardized in opposition. You even went to court. As of today, some of the issues are still in court because of that case, that institution. Today, Gabi is defending such an institution here and there. Where are we going to as a country? But for this scandal, I know Gabi would have been paid this amount by the close of this year. By the close of this year. But as Honorable Kuyoto have assured us, it's a developing issue. We are waiting for Gabby and the rest to comment on the issue. The Ministry of Finance must come out. The Attorney General, who is chasing people here and there with his egoistic behavior, disrespecting seniors here and there, thinking that there's no tomorrow, and thinking that then people will be in power today. It's part of this. We are waiting for whatever they will say. We are waiting for them. It's a developing issue. I would love to go much into it. I'm waiting for the comments of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Finance. When they bring their comment, then we know where we are going from here. But I can assure them that this amount will never be paid to Gabi. The state doesn't belong to them. It's not a family property. The state belongs to over 30 million of Ghanaians. Not Gabi and his people. They have done enough. From the PDS scandal here and there, a Mary in renegotiation scandal. Enough is enough. Ghanaians are tired of Gabi. You don't allow this lunatic to be walking around the corridors of power, thinking he can get anything he wants to himself. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. Patrick, I don't know. Let's move on. And just yesterday, I heard something that concerning. I don't know whether I recently heard about the one AMA governor that was refused to be called to the bar. I don't know whether you've heard of that. And yesterday, the Chief Justice was saying, is this proper conduct? And so she's justifying refusal to be called to the bar. She also made it known that the people who sometimes subscribe to some certain things that are said on Facebook, like their comment and things, should be careful, and that some of those things could bar them from being called to the bar. What do you have to say about that? You know, I didn't want to talk much, but I want to hear your comment. Your opinion after.
You are basically pushing me into the corner to make a comment on this. The Chief Justice said on that particular day in the speech that even judges can be held responsible for contempt of policy. So probably you are pushing me into the corner for the General Legal Counsel to come into order, because I'm a law student myself. I'll graduate very soon. So when you are pushing me, you are basically telling me that comment on this so that the Chief Justice gets notes of you and notes you down so they can punish you at the right time. But I think we are getting this wrong.
Okay.
We are of age. The legal system is voting around the world. You don't basically see someone who was able to pass through his LLB, get to the Ghana School of Law, pass all his courses because of some videos, and even though our code of ethics doesn't allow for that, we need to guard the reputation of the legal system. You don't still say you can easily caution the person. Let me give you an example. There was a minister of state who had his video out. National Security Coordinator of this country, Kanapa.
Is it the pajamas video?
The pajamas video out. He wasn't even sacked. He was being shelled. He was still in the office. Some of these things, you call the people to order. You tell them that you are a lawyer. Your code of ethics says this and this and this. For the Chief Justice to say that, up till now, they don't even know whether they will call a lady to the bar or not. It's wrong.
Okay.
This is wrong. There are lawyers in other parts of the world, far doing more than what she has done in this country. But they are practicing lawyers.
Okay.
You don't do this. You call the lady to order, tell her this is what you want to be. This profession doesn't go with this. What you need to do, put yourself to check. Don't repeat this again. What will change? After she has passed all her papers at the Ghana School of Law, it left the lady to be called to the bar. And you claim that there were videos and there were some faceless people who has filed to the Ghana School of Law or the Ghana Legal Counsel to punish the lady. And for years now, the lady has not been called to the bar. This is not right. This, I think, is too much of a punishment to the lady. We shouldn't be doing this in the 21st century. I think we are of age now. Our legal system should be able to caution people like this and put them to check. You can equally call a lady to the bar, put her to check, monitor her growth. When you think she's still doing whatever she's doing, you have the liberty to revoke her license.
Okay.
But for someone paying fees for the child, going through all the necessary papers. It's not easy to pass just a paper at the Ghana School of Law. It's just not easy.
I know, right?
For someone to pass all these papers, and you see because of her videos and showing her body on things on air, and she can't be a lawyer. It's very sad. We shouldn't be doing this. I think the Chief Justice has erred. She's a human like myself. She's a lawyer with good standings and reputation. I think she should be considering some of these things. She's a lady herself.
Okay.
She shouldn't be doing this to a fellow lady. I think we are of age and we shouldn't be entertaining such things.
You saying that it is not easy to pass the
the
Makola school exams.
It's just not easy. When you see a lawyer on the street and they charge you, must pay.
My cousin went to Wisconsin, and when he got to he ran away to the US to finish.
Oh yeah. It's just not easy. We have a lot of our colleagues at the Gambia and the rest.
Is this Makola? I say, bro, Charlie, Makola will not help me to frustrate me. I believe he was telling that by October he'll be back to the country.
To practice.
Yes.
And everyone is back, he needs to go and do post-call.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you still need to go to Makola for a year. But that one is better.
Yeah,
go a year. Because in Ghana, entering the Makola itself is a problem.
Okay.
Because the exams you write after LLB to even gain admission to the Makola is a problem.
Yeah, so what is really happening? I said that a lot of people write exams, and then about 80-90% fails.
It all boils down to the facilities we have to train. Okay. That's why I always tell people in the law school that one of the people you can always pray for is John Dramani Mahama. He sat down with his people when we were doing the 2020 manifesto, and he was like, guys, this law student issues year in, year out wouldn't help us. We need more lawyers in the country.
Okay.
But because of the facilities we have, we can't train more.
Okay.
So every year, what we do is that we bring a cutoff point. When the people don't meet the cutoff point, then we ask them to wait. We have trained people that can teach, like how the lecturers at the Makola. Some of them are justices, some of them are judges and those things that teach at Makola.
Okay.
They can equally teach at all the faculties in the country. So the law faculty at University of Ghana, there's one at KNUST, there's one at UCC, UPSC. The big now the North is also starting a LLB program. He said, okay, why won't we empower the faculties that when you are done with your LLB, you can read okay, first let's start with he said you should start with the government institutions first. That's the KNUST, the UPSC, the Legon. Those faculties can run the professional program as well. Okay. So when you are done with the LLB, you just go to Legon and write the entrance exam there. Then you get opportunity to run the professional course for 2 years. When you are done, then you are being called to the bar. These are people we should be praying for because they are visionary leaders. Makola cannot hold enough students. The Kumasi campus can also not hold more students. So what they do is that when they know they have space for 500 students and about 5,000 people write the exam, they will only take the best 500 people and leave the rest.
Okay.
We all know when you get 50% in Ghana, it's a pass mark. But because they want the best out of it, about 1,000 people write an exam and they want 300 people. So they choose the first 300 people because even though 50 is a pass mark, somebody will get 55 and you will get 50. They will pick the 55% ahead of you. So that's what they do year in, year because the facility is not big enough to accommodate more students. Most of the students that write the exam, they didn't fail. Just that the numbers they were picking from the top first.
Okay.
So even though people pass, someone passed more than you.
Okay.
So they need to pick the person
before they get to your.
That's why John Dramani Mahama was saying that. Vote for me. When I come, we run the professional program on a faculty basis again. Okay. So we can get more lawyers in this country.
Okay.
We need more lawyers. The Attorney General Department in even the voter region whole, for instance, need more lawyers.
Okay.
Most of the lawyers don't want to venture into that. Most of them are private legal practitioners. They don't want to venture into the government sector.
Because that pays, right?
Is that?
The private legal service pays.
Yeah. It pays more than the government sector. It pays far more than the government sector. So nobody is even willing to do that. But when you train more of them, some of them will be willing to go into the government sector to help at the Attorney General's Department and the legal aid department and all those stuffs.
All right, that's Patrick Apievo, a member of the NDC communication team in the studios. Like I said earlier, Today, we couldn't get any representative from the NPP. We were expecting them though, because I had already sent them an information. So I thought they would have come, and so that is that. We are hoping that tomorrow they'll be able to make it, and so that we could have a fruitful discourse. So Patrick, with all you said, somebody asked. Patrick is in the studios, saying this, saying that, saying this and that, and so the alternative is John Dramani Mahama.
You don't need magic.
Currently, there's lobbying going on in the NDC concerning the running mate slot. Some people are saying that Nana Opoku Jane, the professor, shouldn't go again, and there some names have come out: Julius Debra and one Tamaklo. People are saying they should go to Greater Accra, Western Region, and so what's up? What's happening?
The NDC is, for instance, a party for everyone. We don't see ourselves as a property owning group of people. We believe in the ideology of everyone belongs to the NDC. So the NDC doesn't even care taking a market woman as the running mate, a carpenter as the running mate. Anybody at all can be the running mate in the NDC. We have a lot of competent pool of people that can even be presidents in the that can even stand on the presidential ticket of the NDC. So choosing the running mate, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is going to choose from a pool of over thousands of qualified people.
Okay.
The party in itself has given him the power to select, and from that, the person will be sent to NEC for approval to be given. Then that ends it. Around this time, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has won the presidential slot. So what is now left for him to do is to select or nominate his running mates. We all know Professor Jean Nana Opoku-Agyeman is a renowned educationist. Her pedigree doesn't even come close to that of when you want to compare people that can be vice presidential, Bawumia doesn't even match the pedigree of Professor Jean Nana Opoku-Agyeman. To me, the NDC needs that kind of person that can unite us at the base. The president will definitely need somebody that can really support him as the president of the Republic of Ghana. That's why we select vice presidential candidates. Professor Jean Nana Opoku-Agyeman has been the vice presidential candidate before, and I don't mind if she comes back again. But the power lies on the shoulders of the presidential candidate, which is John Dramani Mahama. So we in the NDC, we are ready for anyone President John Dramani Mahama will select as his running mates. Anytime, any day, we will all go out for the person. But myself, I think for now, we are not in a hurry to select a running mate.
Okay.
We still have some few months, even close to a year, to select a running mate. So for now, we are not in a hurry to select a running mate. Anybody His Excellency selects, we will back the person fully, any day, any time, because he knows where we have gotten to as a nation, and he knows who can help him deliver on his mandate as the president of the Republic of Ghana come January 7th, 2025.
Patrick, somebody was saying that it would have been in the interest of the NDC to get a running mate, which means that it will send a signal to Ghanaians that indeed the NDC is ready to wrestle power from the NPP. And so,
as I said, we are not in a hurry. We have time frame for everything in our party. We have a structure we work with. The time for selecting of a running mate is not due.
Okay.
When the time is due and we are not selecting the running mates, that's when you can say we are not serious as a political party. Well, as I was saying, we have over thousands of people in the party that can be running mates. So this is the time for the president to take his time, go to the CV of all of them if he wants to select a new person, or we sit with Professor Jean Opoku-Agyeman, check where they didn't get right in the 2020 elections, check where they've gotten right. What should we do going forward? What should we do here? What should we do here? For the betterment of Ghana, not even the NDC. Because even though they are presidential candidates for the NDC, they are coming to serve Ghana as a whole. So John Dramani Mahama needs to get the time to rethink through all the decisions he'll be making. We can't force him to select a running mate as of today, because the time is not due for the selection of a running mate as of today. So we shouldn't rush in concluding, or we shouldn't push him in selecting somebody that he will probably say we pushed him to select somebody. Ghanaians should exercise patience. We know John Dramani Mahama always has the Ghana at heart. He will always select the best person to represent Ghana anywhere, anytime. So for now, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He will be president again, and I don't think he will select a running mate that wouldn't be of benefit to him, or that wouldn't help the Republic of Ghana. So for now, I think the time is not right. When the time is right, Ghanaians will know who John Dramani Mahama wants to be his running mate.
Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes, your final words.
Let me see. Ghanaians should exercise patience. The NDC is coming back to power again. The MPP knows that the best managers of the economy is the NDC. And when we are back to power, we will definitely chase them for every penny they've looted from the coffers of the Republic. So they will definitely come out and throw dust in the face or the eyes of Ghanaians here and there, trying to tell them that, oh, they are the best managers of the economy. If they are the best managers of the economy, today, the inflation is very high. Why is it still not coming down but still going up? That tells you they know nothing about the economy. They made noise here and there. We are the best managers. We give us the economy and we will manage it to the best. Today we have seen the consequences of giving the economy of people who can only talk but cannot act. Ghanaians should exercise patience. John Dramani Mahama is coming back to power. He has a lot of men. When you talk of men, NDC has a lot of men that can fix this economy once again. We will put the economy back on track when we come back to government on 7th January 2025. A lot of things needs to be fixed. Our roads needs to be fixed. Our dollar needs to be fixed. The fuel needs to be fixed. Everything, even the education sector needs to be fixed. The health sector needs to be fixed. A lot of agriculture sector needs to be fixed. Energy sector needs to be fixed. A lot of things need to be fixed. Today's managers of the economy has no idea. They can't fix today's economy. That's why they are at the IMF today just to beg for 3 billion Ghana cedis, because they've run down the economy today. So they need help. They are suffocating the economy, and they are even scared that what we are praying against, that probably by the time we come back to power, the economy has nothing to be redeemed about. So as I leave the studio, I don't know whether you guys have this song, Redemption Song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
We don't have it on our machine.
How long shall they kill our mind? Maybe he saw this coming, so he prepared this song for today. So when next I come, I would love for this song to be played for Ghanaians. Now there is hope at the end of the tunnel. Definitely there is hope at the end of the tunnel. John Dramani Mahama will be president again, and things will come. Things will be put in their right perspective for a better economy. Thank you.
Yes, that was Patrick Apiavo, and a member of the NDC communication team. He came through to tell us that the NDC is the alternative, and so that we should vote for the NDC next general election. And then he came through with this. We had a 1 or 2 discussions. It was just unfortunate that we couldn't get any rep from the NPP. Well, I've been with you since morning. I'm about to bow out, and then at 10 o'clock, the mid-morning show will come your way with Madam Patricia Dame, and then at 12, I'll come at 12:30. I'll come your way. I'll come your way with the Hallel Hour at 12:30 to 2, and then just after I'm done, the Christo will come your way with the drive, and he will drive you till 6. And so, well, without wasting my time, it's a wrap. And so, see you